Alright everyone, I know it's been a long time since I made any videos, but a lot of stuff's been going on in my life. As you can see here, we are getting the car prepped to go to the track tomorrow. Doing Apex Drivers Academy HPD session with my friend Cody and my great friend Marty, who I started the list with HPD. So right now we're switching out the tires. Got some I think they're Coopers in the rear, and I think they're Hancooks in the front that were on there that I use as my daily driver, Spirit to Cruise. But here on the back, I got some, for the track, got some good ZR1 wheels that I got from Jesse. These got the Pilot Cup Sport 2 tires on there. So gonna go ahead and swap those on. I know I'm gonna get a lot of good grip because I've used them before on some cruises. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put out some better lap times than before. My pads, I think they're at probably like 50%. See right there? I think I got enough life in them to get one track day out of them before I swap them out. But these are definitely track pads. So I'll look forward to tomorrow. Hopefully I have a great day. I'm not going to push it too hard, but just want to get out there and have fun because I haven't been to the track in months. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these two on. Then we're going to swap the car around, get the other two on, and change the oil. Hopefully my oil shows up. Oh, you can see there's a C4. I know I need to do the video to finish up on that one, but that color's got to go. It's not because it's ugly, because the wrap job is bad, but I'll show you guys in another video. But yeah, let's go ahead and put these tires on and then swap the car around. All right, everyone, so we got both tires. We got all four sets of tires on both sides. I'm sorry, I'm tired. We got all four tires on the car, torqued down and put on there. Why the car is still jacked up is because we're trying to change the oil. Oil's been drained. Oil filter's been taken off. But however, I'm still waiting on FedEx to deliver the oil and oil filter. They said it'll be here by 9 p.m. Not FedEx. Sorry, UPS. UPS always be slipping. So that's what I'm waiting on. Only thing I can think of is maybe do a late night run to the the Advanced Auto Part in Fort Worth to close at midnight, but I don't even know if they're gonna even have the right oil because it seems like there's an oil shortage out here. So let's just see and stay tuned. Well, guys, FedEx UPS came through and left me a little package, so I've already put the oil plug back on there. But however, they sent me the wrong oil filter from Summit. PF47E is what they sent me. It's supposed to be PF48E for AC Delco. So I got 30 minutes to get to O'Reilly's and get this new oil filter so I can be ready for tomorrow. All right, everyone, we made it down here just in the nick of time. Last night, was able to get the fuel changed, topped off the brake fluid, which is very little because that shouldn't be leaking. Coolant, power steering pump is leaking, so I had to tighten that off as well. So yeah, looks like they have a great turnout here at Crescent for Apex. Is good. It's good. They're great with Marty and Cody were able to make so big and so great compared to what it used to be. So I'm just gonna head over here and listen to the drivers meeting and get the day going. All right, everyone, so I missed the first session. I thought I was gonna miss it because of fog, because it's really bad out, but I missed it because my car wouldn't start. And Brian, my friend Brian, who's been doing this for a long time, and I think he started with us at the list. He asked me if I want to get a jump, but I was like, I think the cable's just loose. Checks out, the battery's just freaking just dead, and it was sucky. So I missed the whole first session. Everyone's going slow because it's still wet. And if you can see the ground, it's still kind of wet and dark out here. So now I just roll up to AutoZone, which is about 18 minutes away, and just change the battery here in the parking lot. So that's my life. That's how my life goes. $180 for a battery. So let's go ahead and try to get back to the track, see if we can catch the next section. Probably missed the what's it called? Gonna miss the classroom, but oh well. At least I got the battery fixed. It's so freaking annoying. There's always some little crap. But anyway, let's head back over to the track and try to get one session in. I probably won't record anything until like the track maybe gets dry. Hopefully the sun comes out. It's supposed to be like 67, 70 degrees today. I think it's actually said 77, and over where I live there was gonna be. So hoping the sun comes out and dries up everything, so that I could try to put down some good times with these Cup 2s on here. You know, I hate to spend $500 on one tire to not be able to use it. But yeah, let's get back to the track. All right, just came in for my second time in. First time it was much too wet. Couldn't get any grip out there on the track. This time, my second time, found the dry line, and plus things are drying up, and much better. I mean, these Cup 2s, I can see why Jesse loves them. I mean, wow, once they heated up, I just had so much grip, it was crazy. However, I decided to skimp out and save some money, and I don't think I got much pad life left, because I felt a lot of brake fade while I was doing it. As you can see, here's my pads right here. So not much left. I don't know. Tried to save them. I thought they would get me through the day. We'll see. We will see. Oh, ran over all my stuff. Let's just keep going. All right, great G speed. Just had the owner come out, look at my pads, and I think this front pad is sticking. It's wound down to 5 millimeters. That one on that side is 10 millimeters. So this one's definitely running down. He's got a set of BP 20s on there on the shelf. You saw the little white box that he sold me. They're not as good as the track ones that I have right now, but shit, what the fuck? Okay, but they'll get me through the day. So he's gonna go on and put them on for me. But I'm gonna run to Sonic real quick and get me something to eat. Damn, I left my wallet over there. So yeah, let's go ahead and take care of this. So yep, he is absolutely right. It is actually sticking, because I was just trying to ride up now, and there was smoke coming up from the left, and actually some went in the cabin of something definitely burning. So I think that's what it is. It's sticking, because it's it did not look like this yesterday. If it looked like this yesterday, I would have not came out. So yeah, it's definitely sticking. He said if the pad is thick as the backing, then it's like 5 millimeters left. That's beyond needing to change it. And you can come over here and look at this one. You can see, let's see right here. Come on, zoom in. It's twice as thick. So yeah, we can get these swapped out real quick. I'm spending more money today than I thought. You know, it's $150 to get them pads. $170 is gonna give me them pads for, and probably another $100 and something on labor. I'd spend $200 on a battery, or $170 on a battery. So it's becoming an expensive endeavor just to come out today. But I know when I get these pads on, even if they just last me for the rest of the day, I'm known to put down a good time because I got these Cup 2s on. However, I don't think I'm gonna be able to record it, so we will see. All right, stay tuned. All right, so we got the brake pads switched out here on a car, and it costs $350. That includes pads and labor. They're definitely not track pads. They only last me about 15 minutes, and I get soft pedal. So we're just gonna go out there and give it the best try we can and have fun. I'm also having a massive power steering fluid leak. Not massive, but enough to cause smoking. So I gotta get that repaired. So just got stuff to work on. So let's go out there and have another session. All right. So my car is done. I didn't even get a chance to go back out there. I tried to line up to go to the track, and I had no brakes, and I see a puff of smoke come out every time I step on the brakes, come through my vents. So basically, what had happened, and you got to show them when it's running. Can we even get it in there? So right in between here, right in the middle, that's the brake line. As you can see, it kind of looks distorted. It's flattened out because basically it's been cut through. And so it's got a pinhole leak, and brake fluid is just coming out. Also, my belt is a little chipped, and it's also coming off the tensioner there, if you can see, it's not on there correctly. So what they're gonna do, I'm just gonna leave it here. They're gonna replace the brake line. They're gonna put a solid tensioner on there because the car's cammed, and a new belt because this belt has already got a little fraying on it. And they're also gonna put a little reservoir on there. It's G-Speed. I know they're gonna do it right. They're gonna do it great. I just don't want to see the bill. But other than that, I guess we're just gonna have to try another day in January to try to put out some better lap times. Hope it's not raining or anything like that. But I mean, I got the tires. I just got to upgrade the track pads, but I don't even think it was the pads. I think when it started sucking my last one, it's because the pinhole leak came through, and that's why I was smoking. Some people said they saw me smoking, but it went away. So yeah, I mean, these brake lines right here that go to the module literally look like they cost like 30 cents. So there, that's where we're at. So stay tuned. Hopefully get back on the track as soon as possible. All right, everyone, just made it down here to G-Speed to pick up my car. It's like 5:20 on a Thursday. This is what my bill turned out to be: $1,031.49 to do a brake line, a new tensioner, since I have a cammed, a new serpentine belt, and of course, you know, DOT4 fluid. Can't complain. I mean, none of the parts were expensive. It's probably just mainly labor, which it probably really was. I'm just kind of looking at it right now. But yeah, till next time, we'll get back out here in the track in January or February. Hopefully no issues. I can't really think of anything that really needs to be replaced, except for they did say that my outer tie rod on my driver's side definitely needs to be replaced, and I could feel it when I was getting into those corners that it's shaking a lot. And also I need to put a cooler on my power steering pump because it just gets hot and overflows. But go ahead and drive the car home. If you haven't been to the channel before, please like, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and just better luck next time for me. Well, doesn't look like we're going anywhere because the battery's dead, and it's a brand new battery, but the car's been sitting for a minute because the repairs were done on this like last week, and so of course they haven't driven it. But yeah, battery is dead, so freaking lights are still on, so they're gonna come by and give me a jump and then hopefully get me on my way. Left my radar detector, but oh yeah, it's dead. I wonder how much volts I even getting. Yeah, he comes by with the jump boxing to get it going. All right, car's now started. Battery terminals were tightened as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let's go and get this car on the road, get back to the house. 2022 is gonna be a year full of car stuff. Got a lot of big plans and a lot of track time. If you haven't been to the channel before, please like, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.